Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Emily. I'm with the American Dental Education Association, and today I'm going to be providing an introduction and overview to our application service, ADEA CAAPID. So you're all aware, we are recording the session. It will be posted on the ADEA CAAPID website next week, and you are all on mute. If you do have questions, there is a question box on your GoToMeeting menu, and I have a colleague, Anne, from Liaison International, who will be answering your questions as well as facilitating a Q&A at the end of the presentation. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So this webinar today will provide you information about the 2018-2019 cycle of ADEA CAAPID, including answers to these questions and more. Please make note of any questions you have. For customer service, their phone number and email address will be included at the end. The American Dental Education Association's centralized application for advanced placement for international dentists, or ADEA CAAPID for short, is the online application for 31 advanced standing programs across the United States. ADEA CAAPID provides a streamlined application by collecting application materials in one place that can be used for multiple programs. While most advanced standing predoctoral programs do participate in ADEA CAAPID, not all do. So be sure to check with all the programs you're planning on applying to for their individual application requirements. Applicants to ADEA CAAPID are foreign educated dentists who are looking to practice dentistry in the United States or Canada. Applicants must have already completed a dental degree. ADEA offers two other application services if you are not eligible or interested in ADEA CAAPID. ADEA ADSAS is the service for those applying to a traditional DDS or DMD program in the United States, and ADEA Pass is a service for advanced dental education programs. Some of those programs do accept foreign educated dentists. For more information on both ADEA Pass and ADEA ADSAS, go to our website at adea.org. The ADEA CAAPID application will open its 2019 cycle on Thursday, March 1st, 2018. Applicants can create accounts, complete the application, and submit documents on that day. The application will remain open through February 22nd, 2019. Each advanced standing program does set their own application deadline within this cycle. Program deadlines can be found online in the ADEA CAAPID directory. In order to complete an ADEA CAAPID application, applicants must submit the ADEA CAAPID application and a foreign transcript evaluation of their dental school degree. ADEA CAAPID will only accept transcript evaluations from World Education Services, WES, or Education Credential Evaluators, ECE. While not required in order to complete an application for ADEA CAAPID, all programs also require letters of evaluation and TOEFL scores. These can be provided in your ADEA CAAPID application. Other materials commonly requested include National Board Scores Part 1 and 2, the DAT, the Advanced Dental Admission Test, or ADAT, proof of U.S. citizenship or permanent resident status, visa information for foreign citizens, and a CV or resume and continuing education documentation. There will be more information on many of these items as we go through the application process. So let's look at ADEA CAAPID itself. First, applicants need to create an account. The ADEA CAAPID application homepage is used to create new accounts or log into an existing account. Applicants who have never created an ADEA CAAPID account before will need to click on the Create Account button. Applicants who have created an account during a previous application cycle may use their same account information to log into the current application by clicking on Reapplying there at the bottom of the page. These applicants will be presented with a checklist of items to complete in order to bring their application information into the new cycle. So reapplicants opting to reuse information from a previous application will be asked to select which information they wish to include in their application. Data from the personal information, supporting information, and academic information can be reused in the application. All applicants are required to bring forward their colleges and dental schools previously attended, including their electronically submitted foreign transcript evaluations. Reapplicants who previously provided a paper copy of their foreign transcript evaluation will need to send in a new electronic copy. While most information for reapplicants is able to be brought forward from a previous application, the agreement to the ADEA CAAPID release statement, the personal statement or essay, the letters of evaluation, paper foreign transcript evaluations, anything in the program materials section, previous designations, and previous payments cannot be reused. Reapplicants will be required to provide new or updated information in each of these sections and must pay for the application fees again. All information brought forward by a reapplicant must be reviewed and is able to be edited with the exception of previous colleges attended. It must also be confirmed as accurate before submitting the application. All right, so once an account is created, all applicants, regardless if you are a new applicant or a reapplicant, will be prompted to select at least one program to which they want to apply. Applicants will be presented with a list of all available programs in the ADEA CAAPID application and can filter by either specific schools or by state. To add a program, click the blue plus sign next to the program name. If a program is added by accident or you wish to remove a particularly designated program, click the undo button next to the program name. Additional programs can be added at any time prior to the program's deadline. Once at least one program has been added, applicants will be taken here to the applicant dashboard. As you can see, the ADEA CAAPID application dashboard is broken down into tabs and panels. Along the top of the application is the main navigation with tabs that guide you through the various steps of the application process. The My Application tab on the left side of the screen you will be presented with important notifications from ADEA CAAPID regarding your application. Then, at the center of the screen, there are 4 sections of the application. As you complete each part of the application, a green circle of progress will be completed as you answer the questions. So the first section of the application is personal information. It does have 6 parts that need to be completed as seen on the left. This includes the applicant's birth date, addresses, phone number, citizenship, residency or visa information, race and ethnicity, which is optional, a list of languages spoken, and information on any criminal history or previous academic or professional infractions. It is important that each applicant accurately represent his or her citizenship and visa status. Detailed information about these sections are included in detail on page 4 of the application instructions on the ADEA CAAPID website. The next section of the application, academic history, asks for 3 parts of the applicant's academic history. Applicants are required to list all U.S. and foreign colleges or universities attended, any degrees earned, standardized test scores, and any advanced dental education programs completed. The following slides will provide detail about the standardized test and transcript requirements. ADEA CAAPID will collect and display self-reported National Board Dental Exam and TOEFL exam results, as well as official ADAT and National Board Dental Exam results. Test results can be submitted to ADEA CAAPID after the application is submitted. Applicants should check with each dental school to determine which tests are required for admission. The program materials section of the application can provide information about what's required for the program. Any applicant who has taken the ADAT will have their scores sent to all programs he or she has applied to. This will be done by ADEA directly to the program and will not display in the ADEA CAAPID application. Applicants who wish to report official board results to ADEA CAAPID will need to request the scores be sent via the score report portal on the ADA website. A foreign transcript evaluation for each foreign institution attended is required. No foreign transcripts will be accepted, and they should not be sent to ADEA CAAPID. ADEA CAAPID accepts foreign evaluations from ECE or WES only. Any other evaluations completed by other services are not accepted. In addition to this requirement, all foreign transcript evaluations must be received electronically from ECE or WES. Applicants are able to request an electronic copy of their ECE or WES evaluation from within the application with those blue buttons. Applicants who have previously applied and sent in a paper copy must now request an electronic copy using this process. As each advanced standing program specifies which foreign transcript evaluation is preferred or required for their program, applicants should check the requirements on foreign transcript evaluations for each program to which they are applying. New this cycle, transcripts for all U.S. coursework must also be submitted to ADEA CAAPID. Failing to submit these transcripts will delay the application. The next section of the application, supporting information, is broken into 6 sections. Applicants can indicate who will be submitting letters of evaluation for them, as well as list information about their background, such as employment and dental experience, awards, and licenses. In addition, applicants are provided the opportunity to list any additional relevant information not already provided, and to write a personal statement explaining his or her desire to pursue an advanced placement program in the United States. While ADEA CAAPID does not require letters of evaluation in order to submit an application, each advanced standing program does require applicants to provide at least 2 letters of evaluation. Letters submitted to ADEA CAAPID are sent to all programs the applicant designates. Applicants are asked to provide the name and email address for each person they have chosen to write a letter of evaluation. Letter writers will then receive instructions by email on how to electronically provide a letter of evaluation directly to ADEA CAAPID. All letters collected by ADEA CAAPID must be provided electronically. No paper evaluations will be accepted. Letters must be on letterhead from the author's institution and contain the signature of the author. Some advanced standing programs may make exceptions for extenuating circumstance. The final section of the application is program materials. A section for each individual program you have selected will appear here. The program is responsible for selecting the text, questions, and documents required of each applicant in this section. The types of materials a program can request include an unofficial TOEFL report, additional letters of evaluation, a CV or resume, unofficial board reports, and a notarized copy of the dental degree. Programs can also ask applicants a variety of questions specific to their dental school. New this year, programs that are requesting continuing education documents will be collecting it in the program materials section. Once all sections of the application have been completed for a particular advanced standing program, applicants can submit their application. Applicants are able to submit for 1 or more programs at a time by clicking the Submit Application tab and clicking on the Pay and Submit This Program. If the green bar is not full, like you see here, paying and submitting for the program is not yet available. That means that the application has not yet been completed. The fees for the ADEA CAAPID application are $245 for the first advanced standing program applied to, and $102 for each additional program. ADEA CAAPID accepts credit or debit card payments only. All payments must be made online. Please do not send checks, money, or money orders to ADEA CAAPID. Most advanced standing programs charge a supplemental fee in addition to the ADEA CAAPID application fee. These program-specific supplemental application fees should be paid directly to the program requesting the payment per their instructions. Applicants are able to check the receipt status of their documents as well as the status of the application in the Check Status tab at the top of the applicant homepage. Once an application is complete for a designated program, no further updates on the admission status will be provided via ADEA CAAPID. All decisions will be provided directly to an applicant from the program. ADEA CAAPID makes no determinations on the eligibility of an applicant for a program, nor does ADEA CAAPID have any influence over the admission status of an applicant at a particular dental school. No information on admissions decisions or enrollment status will be provided by ADEA CAAPID. This information will be provided by the individual dental schools to which an applicant has applied, and questions regarding offers of admission should be directed to the individual programs. Here is a list of applicant resources that you can find additional information to help you prepare for and complete the application. This information is available on the ADEA CAAPID website and includes a quick reference tab of all programs, including their deadline date, foreign transcript evaluations, and National Board Dental Exam requirements. Full program profiles with contact information, application requirements, TOEFL score report preferences, and supplemental application fee instructions are also available. In addition to these program profiles, a full CAAPID application instructions are also provided and are currently updated to help all applicants in completing the online application. Lastly, ADEA CAAPID offers customer service support via phone and email to all applicants. Customer service representatives are available from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, Eastern Time. At this point, we're going to respond to some of the questions that were entered into the question box. If you do have a question, make sure you ask it there. We will try and get to as many questions as we can today. But again, please take note of the email address and phone number here if you do have additional questions. Anne, are there specific questions that are being asked?
There are no questions that have been asked yet.
Okay, I see over 100. So I want to make sure we're looking at the same thing. In the questions tab?
Which I don't seem to have.
I see. Okay, I'm happy to answer some of these. Okay, so the question is, can we start creating an application today? The answer is no. The application will open on March 1st. Where can I add additional letters of recommendation apart from the 3 I can upload? So that question is based on an individual program. If they require additional letters, I would recommend that you contact the individual program. If I'm a reapplicant, do you need to resend evaluation? So we went over all of the requirements for the reapplicants. If you are a reapplicant and you've already gone through the ADEA CAAPID process, you will be asked to verify some of your information and then provide new information. Questions about if you require a visa are best directed to individual dental schools. Citizenship and visa status cannot be answered by ADEA CAAPID customer service. How long does electronic delivery of ECE or WES take after the evaluation is completed? Anne, do you have an answer to that question?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
How long does the electronic delivery of ECE or WES evaluations to ADEA CAAPID take?
It's usually pretty immediate, as soon as you request that the information gets sent to us. As soon as that evaluation is available, we get an electronic feed from both WES and ECE, and we usually pull that nightly.
Thank you. Question about submitting U.S. transcripts to ECE and WES. Those are evaluation services for transcripts from outside of the United States. So if you do have additional coursework being done inside the United States, you do not need an evaluation, but you do need to send those transcripts into ADEA CAAPID. In terms of the National Board Dental Exam, you can request a score report sent directly to ADEA CAAPID. You need to go to the ADA website and select ADEA CAAPID. There is a chance that it's not available until March 1st, so you need to follow up. If it's not there today, it should be there very soon. Is there a way to save information from my last application so it's not deleted? So ADEA CAAPID has very specific requirements about what can be brought forward and what can't. Information that can be brought forward will not be deleted. There is nothing the applicant needs to do. A question about the word count for the personal statement. Anne, do you know the character or word count?
I think you can go up as far as 9,999 as far as the custom questions go. It's going to depend on what the school sets it to. That's in the program materials section. For the regular essay, I want to say it can go up as far as 9,999.
Okay, so it's a pretty big essay that you can do. A question about a dental school dean refusing to submit electronic letter. So in terms of evaluations, there are two places in CAAPID that you can provide letters. One is through the supporting materials section. That must be electronic. Some schools have opted to open up paper copies as well. This is in the program materials section. If a program has opened that up and you have a paper copy of a letter, you can upload it there. It is a school-by-school decision, and it depends on which school you're applying to. There's a question about how late one can submit TOEFL exam results. You can submit additional test results after you've submitted an application in ADEA CAAPID. So there's a question about how long does the application process take. The programs that participate in ADEA CAAPID have a wide range of start dates. So for the 2019 cycle, which is opening here on March 1st, 2018, there will be programs that start in January of 2019 that go all the way through January of 2020. Majority of the programs start between March and June of 2019, but they are very spread across the board. If you go to the ADEA CAAPID directory page, there is a grid that includes start dates as well as application deadlines. So if you're looking to start at a very particular time, you can go to the directory page for that. Question about how do I submit a U.S. transcript? I recommend you go to the instructions where there is an actual address, a P.O. box that you can send it to. There's also instructions in the application. There's a question about what is ADEA Pass and how is it different from ADEA CAAPID. ADEA CAAPID is a specific service for advanced standing programs, which means that the end result is a DDS or a DMD, a dental degree, pre-doctoral dental degree for someone who has earned a degree outside of the United States or Canada. ADEA Pass is a postdoctoral application support service specifically for advanced, for postdoctoral or advanced dental education programs. We typically refer to those as residency of people who are pursuing specialties like endodontics or orthodontics. Question about will both of my TOEFL scores appear in the application? Whatever TOEFL score is sent will be appearing in your CAAPID application. I believe they send all attempts taken. Do English-trained dentists have to take the TOEFL exam? That is a question that you have to direct to the program. ADEA CAAPID does not require a TOEFL exam in order to submit the application, and each individual school has different TOEFL requirements, whether it's for every single applicant or applicants with specific backgrounds. A question about sending evaluations before March 1st. The request for electronic ECE and WES evaluations does happen within the application, so you do have to wait for March 1st. A question about what is the difference between self-reported and official TOEFL scores. Official TOEFL scores are a feed from ETS. It means we have the official data directly from the TOEFL examiners that we provide to the program. Self-reported is what you as an applicant can key into the application. In the event that the score report is going to take a little bit of time, you do have your application. You can add your scores into it. Is the ADAC compulsory for all schools this year? According to my record, it is not. There's only one program to my knowledge that does require it, although a number of programs will accept it and consider it if it is provided. Information about ADAC requirements is in the ADEA CAAPID directory as well. A question if I have 2 degrees or evaluation. For all of the dental degrees, it is recommended that you have a course-by-course evaluation by ECE or WES. If you have more specific questions, I recommend you contact a school that you are planning on applying to ask for more specifics about what they'll need in order to consider you for admission. If someone, another question about reapplying, do I have to have applied to schools in order to be considered a second time applying? If you've opened an ADEA CAAPID application, you can pull any information forward. You don't have to have submitted. So there's another question about what do we mean by letters of evaluation. So this is also called letters of reference. These are reference letters provided by professionals, whether it be a faculty member or a colleague or a mentor who is speaking on your behalf about your interests and eligibility to go to an advanced standing program at a dental school. There is more information about that on the ADEA CAAPID instructions on our website if you want to look more into that. Another question about is visa needed to apply? That is a program that you need to contact the individual programs for to see if they require a visa or if they require something else like citizenship or permanent residency. Each program is unique. I'm seeing a lot of repeated questions here about transcripts, about evaluations, about the process for a reapplicant. I'm not going to cover them again. I do recommend if you feel like your question hasn't been answered relating to those that you do go to the ADEA CAAPID website. There are very detailed instructions that are updated for the current cycle that you can find more information. So I'll conclude by saying this, looking over the rest of the questions. There are a lot of questions that pertain to your particular situation and knowing if you, which visa status and can I do this and can I do that. So let me just broadly say that there are 2 places you can get your questions answered. If it has to do with the actual application, which is how do I request my ECE or WES? How do I get scores into the application? How do I complete the program materials section? How long is the essay? Those types of things. I recommend you contact customer service. The email address and phone number is on your screen. If you have questions more along the lines of, do I have the minimum score? Do I need to take the ADEA exam? Which visa type, if I have had multiple in my background, do I include in my application? Those type of questions you do need to contact the programs you plan on applying to. Those are not questions customer service can answer. So if you don't have the contact information for those programs, go to the ADEA CAAPID directory. There are phone numbers and email addresses for all of the ADEA CAAPID programs. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom to see if there's any new questions. What is the deadline to complete the application? Each school has its own deadline. It's posted in the directory. I will let you know there's about 4 or 5 programs that haven't been updated yet. So if you see old dates, that's why. We hope to have those all updated soon. If you have a citizenship status or visa status changed after you've submitted your application, you can contact the programs, make sure to update your application as well. I see that there are a lot of questions, but again, these are things we've already considered and we've already talked about, National Board, WES, ECE. So I think that is going to conclude our webinar today. If you feel like your question hasn't been answered, again, contact the schools or ADEA CAAPID customer service. We wish you all the best. ADEA CAAPID will open on March 1st. And please note this email address and phone number if you have any additional questions. Thank you very much for coming today, and we'll see you on March 1st.